Hi friends, welcome back to my living room for some more yoga with Alyson. So if you already have your mat laid out, you're going to go ahead, lay down on your back, bend your knees, and just start to settle in. Maybe you bring your hands to your belly again. Good, you stay there. Feel your feet, the backs of your heels, nestled into the ground. Let the weight of your body just sort of settle into your mat or your towel or your carpet, whatever you're doing. And just start to pay attention to how you're breathing. Are you breathing really fast today? Are you breathing really slowly? Sometimes I notice that my breath is a little bit shallow, meaning I'm not making my lungs grow really big and wide when I'm breathing. And when that happens, I know I need to take a moment and take a few really big and deep breaths. And so let's do that right now. So bring your attention to focus on your belly again. And see if you can start to breathe all the way in and all the way out. And when you do that, can you count to 3 when you breathe in? So breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 3, 2, 1. Do that again. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 3, 2, 1. Keep following that pattern on your own. And if at any moment you get distracted, maybe because you hear the ice cream man, or maybe because you hear somebody talking in the other room, just see if you can bring your focus right back to that pattern. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, and breathing out for 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Keep going, friends. Take 3 more breaths, just like that. And then go ahead and hug one of your knees into your chest. And then stretch that leg up to the sky. Pretend that your big toe is a marker and you're drawing a circle with your feet. And then we change directions and draw the circle in the other direction. And then that foot steps down. And then step the other leg up toward the sky and pretend you're stepping on the ceiling with that foot. And then imagine your big toe is a blue marker this time. And you draw a blue circle. There it is. Nice job. And then that foot steps down. And we're going to go back to some windshield wipers. So walk your feet to the sides of your mat. And then you're going to pretend your knees are windshield wipers and you're going to windshield wiper them to the one side. And then windshield wiper them to the other side. And then windshield wiper them back to the first side. And then windshield wiper them to the other side. One more time, windshield wiper to the first side. Windshield wiper back to the second side. And then come back up toward the center, so your knees are now pointing up to the sky. And then hug both of your knees into your chest. And maybe we roll from side to side or make circles with our knees so that you're massaging the low part of your back. Yeah, just be generous with your massage of your low back. Give it a little bit of love today. Maybe you change directions. And then you're going to roll both knees to the side and roll your body so you're lying on your side. And then press yourself up to sit. And so we're going to talk about this idea of being generous. We can be, like we said before, generous with things or with our time. We can give somebody a hug. We can share our toys. We can help somebody make dinner. We can take out the trash. We can give somebody our listening ears, right? We can just give them the time of us. So we can be generous. So while we're practicing today, maybe we're thinking about all of the ways we've been generous to other people, and how can we be generous to ourselves by giving our bodies time to move and to settle down. So we're going to stand up and we're going to do another breathing exercise. You're going to stand, but I'm going to stay on my knees because my camera doesn't let me stand. So you're on your feet. I'll show you once, right? Hands at your side. I'm going to stay on my knees, but you stay on your feet. And we're going to practice breathing in threes. So we're going to take a little bit of air in for 1/3 for those of you who are practicing fractions. Then we're going to take another little bit of air in. So another third. So now we have 2/3 of our air in. Then we're going to breathe in another third. So now we have 3/3 or 1/2 for those of you who are practicing fractions. And we're going to add our arms. So we're going to breathe in a little bit. Breathe in a little bit more. Breathe in a little bit more until our arms are all the way up. And then we're going to breathe out as we fold over our legs. Slowly rise up. We're going to do that again. Breathing in a little bit, and a little bit more. Are you ready? Ready, go. Breathe in. Breathe in again. Breathe in a little bit more. And then let it out. Good. One more time. Breathe in. See if you can breathe in a little bit more. And then a little bit more. And then let it all go. Good job. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe in again. Breathe in again. Let it all out. Slowly rise up. Nicely done. So remember, we did 1/3 first. Then we did another third. So 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3. And then we did another third. So that was 2/3 plus 1/3 is 3/3 or 1/2. So you can break up your breath into little tiny parts or fractions for those of you who are studying fractions. Nice job, friends. So again, we're practicing being generous with our breath. So we breathe in, we see if we can sneak in a little bit more and then a little bit more so we can get our lungs to really grow big when we take that breath. Okay, go ahead. We're going to stand up. That's it. We're going to do that breath one last time. Breathe in a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then you're going to let it go. And then slowly rise up. Excellent work, friends. Come on and bring your feet together. That's it. We're going to practice our sun salutation first. We're going to breathe in and bring our arms all the way up to the sky. We're going to breathe out and fold over our legs. Breathe in and lift your chest up toward the sky. And breathe out. We're going to put one hand, two hands, one knee, two knees down on the ground so that you're in table pose. We're going to stretch our hips back for child's pose. Good. Slide your belly forward and bring your hands next to your chest. Lift up your heart for a low cobra. And then release back down. Lift it up again. Press back onto your knees. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips and make your downward dog shape. And then walk your feet to meet your hands. Lift your heart slowly and then fold back over your legs. And then take that really big breath in and reach your arms up to the sky. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Nicely done. Are you ready to do some more? Okay, here we go. Arms are by your side. Reach them up to the sky. Bend your knees, fold over your legs. Take a big breath in and lift your heart. And then put your hands and knees on the ground. Good. This time we're going to breathe in and lift our heart. We're going to breathe out and make our back reach all the way up to the sky. Good. Breathe in and lift your heart. Breathe out and float your back toward the sky. And then come back to your table pose. Sit back into your child's pose. Good. Slide your belly forward. Lift your heart for low cobra. And this time we're going to tuck our toes and go right into our downward dog pose. You got that? Good. Lift one leg up to the sky and then see if you can step it between your hands. That's it. And then walk your hands up to your knees. Make this foot really strong into the ground. And this leg is really strong so that you're nice and stable. And then reach your arms up to the sky. Excellent job. We're going to try something a little bit challenging. We're going to stay right here. Put this foot grounded into the ground, and I want you to stand up a little bit taller. And then we're going to see if you can lift this back leg off the ground. Hinge at your hips. Keep this knee a little bent. Look at something on the floor and bring your arms in front of you for warrior three pose. Sometimes we also call this airplane pose. And then come back. Nicely done. To your lunge pose. Good. You're going to pivot that back leg and open up for your surfer pose. Really good work. Airplane or cartwheel your hands back to your front foot and go back to your downward facing dog pose. This time, other foot stretches up to the sky. Step that foot between your hands. Remember, keep that back leg strong. Walk your hands onto your knees. And when you feel steady, arms reach up to the sky. Good job. This time we're going to bring our hands to our hips. Lift that back leg up. Good. Find something to look at on the floor. Reach your arms forward for airplane pose again. Good. This time we're going to stand tall. Excellent work. You ready to move on? Okay. We're going to do a balancing pose. Take your feet, root them down into the ground. That means press them like they're glued. And then we're going to take both of our hands to our hips. Take your left foot and you're going to reach behind you and flex your foot. So this is not flexed, this is. So I'm pointing my toes. Got that? Ready? Flexed, not flexed. Flexed, not flexed. Let's try that again. Root into your standing leg. Reach behind you. Flex that foot. And we're going to see if we can reach in front of us and stretch that leg behind us. And in your head, I want you to be generous with your thoughts. Are you thinking, oh, I can't do this? Or are you thinking, I'm doing a great job? Be generous with your thoughts. Good. And then slowly come out of it and stand both feet on the ground. Nicely done. But whatever we do with one leg, we have to do with the other leg. So now this leg becomes my standing leg. Okay, we're going to reach around. Find your ankle. Remember to flex that foot. And then see if we can stretch and lift and reach, stretch. Yeah, lift that back leg. Reach your front foot and be generous with those thoughts. And don't forget to breathe. Remember, we're going to breathe in and out, and then slowly come out of it. And then shake those legs out. Nicely done. Come back together. Breathe in and reach your arms to the sky. Breathe out and fold over your legs. Breathe in and lift your heart. Breathe out, come down to the ground into table pose. Good. From table pose, we're going to tuck your toes again. We're going to lift those hips into downward facing dog. One leg lifts up to the sky, and then it steps in between your hands. We've already been here before. And then we're going to walk our hands up to our knees, pivot your back foot, and come into your surfer pose. And then we're going to straighten this leg. Good. And then reach, 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 reach all the way out in front of you like you were doing your surfer pose. And then bring your hand right toward your calf and reach that other arm up. Yeah, for triangle pose. Good job, friends. And then slowly rise up. Then we're going to pivot both feet. So now we're facing forward. We're just going to give ourselves a little bit of a hinge and fold over our legs here. Walk your hands to your knees, then to your hips, and slowly rise up. And then we're going to pivot this foot toward the back of your mat, and then take your back foot and pivot those just like you saw me doing. Good. And now pretend you're going into your surfer pose with both of your arms outstretched like an airplane. Reach, reach, reach towards your front foot. And then you're going to bring that arm down and top arm goes up for your triangle pose. Breathe here. And then slowly rise up. Face both toes pointing forward. Hinge at your hips one more time and fold over your legs. Take a big breath in and you lift your heart and then breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, your heart lifts. Breathe out. You fold. Good. Heel, toe, your feet all together. Good, and then slowly rise up and turn this way. And then we're gonna step our feet apart and we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of a squat back into a frog pose. Maybe we take our elbows and we put them on the insides of our knees. I'll show you what that looks like from the front. Right? But because you're on your mat, you're going to do it this way. And then just plop yourself down. Go ahead and lay back down on your mat. There it is. Bring your arms down next to your side. Good. Press your feet into the mat. So glue your feet into the mat. And then remember, as we press down, it makes our hips want to lift up. So now we're in bridge pose. Knees are pointing to the sky. And then we slowly lower back down. One more time. Press into the ground. Lift your hips. Arms stay by your side. And then come back down to the ground. Last time. Press down with your feet to lift up in your hips. And stay here for 1, 2, 3, and roll back down. Good. We're going to walk those feet to the outside of our mat again and just take your knees and let them touch each other. And bring your hands to your low belly. Just hang out there for a little bit. Great job. Let your knees come back apart. We're going to lift one leg up to the sky, and then we're going to lower it really slowly so that when we lower it, feel like you're stretching that leg as you lower it to the ground. That's it. And then we're going to lift the other leg to the sky. And then, oh, stretch, stretch, like somebody is stretching it for you all the way out. Ah, sometimes it feels like one leg is longer than the other when we do that. And then bring your arms out to your side. Make your starfish pose. And see if you can go back and find your breath again. Did it run away from you while you were moving? Or were you able to keep a focus on it, even though I wasn't reminding you? It's okay if you couldn't find it. You can go back and find it now. Remember, we're breathing in and out. Good. Pay attention to it for a few more breaths. As you allow your body to just settle down and melt into the ground, we let our feet go and our ankles go. And then we let our calves settle in. And work your way all the way up to the top of your head. And let your body just melt into the ground. And then slowly start to wiggle your toes and wiggle your hands. Let your body start to wake back up and bring your attention back into the room. Maybe your arms reach up overhead. Maybe there's a yawn. Step your feet on the floor and bend your knees. And then bring your knees into your chest and roll yourself over to one side. And then press your hand into the ground to sit up. And come back to a cross-legged position or sitting on your knees. Good. Keep your spine nice and tall. And just think about all of the ways that you are generous and how being generous makes up a part of who you are. Yeah. So after you have a few of those, think about ways that you have been generous this week, or even just today. Did you help out around the house? Did you help somebody else? Did you listen? Did you give somebody a hug? Whatever it is. And so today, I would like to challenge you to be a little bit crafty and make your own vision board. On your board or your piece of paper, see if you can find pictures or words of all of the things that describe you and that make you so special. So for me, you can see I like to be in the water, I like to cook fresh vegetables, I like to do yoga, I like to work out, I want to have a garden one day, and I really love the beach, right? So maybe a little bit later, you can find some old pictures and magazines or newspapers, or maybe your parents or your guardians or big brothers and big sisters can help you find pictures, or you can even draw them, right? And write words or find words and collage them all together so that you create a board that's all about who you are and who you want to be. Take a moment, bring your hands to your heart. Be generous with your thoughts and send them to other people around the world. Kind thoughts, wishing them, may they be happy, may they be healthy. Maybe you're sending them to other children around the world, thinking things like, may they have fun today, or may they smile today, whatever it is that you think of. And then we'll finish our class together with our yoga word. We'll say it on 3. So we'll say namaste on 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Thank you so much for having me in your home today and for moving with me and trying all of those shapes. We'll be back again and wanting to wish you guys a very happy and healthy next few days until I see you again. Bye.